So it's Friday, day 5, week 2. I just got off of a call with my friend Temple, who is a very cool human who I met in New York City. One thing that we have in common right now is that we both left New York and we're living in a different part of the country now. And also that we renamed ourselves. Her name in New York when I met her was Emily. And now she's been doing a lot of work on her own, Temple, what she calls soul recovery. I think part of her renaming has had to do with finding a new identity. So I have also kind of changed my name. I still go by both Joanna and Jae, but I've moved into Jae in my more creative self for a few reasons. We can get into that another time. Temple and I meet every other week, and sometimes we make art together. Sometimes we do some breathing, some yoga. She is a yoga instructor. Our conversation is often really spurred on by the intuition and by synchronicities, like things that are just existing in the space and in the room. What is already there? And then how does it lead to the next thing, and how does it kind of speak to our intuition and our subconscious? So today he was wearing a magenta colored sweater. I commented that it was really pretty. And then we started talking about the color magenta. I don't know if you know this, but magenta was created, that name, by Goethe. And its meaning is that it kind of falls outside limited parameters. So it's not red, it's not pink, it's not purple. It's kind of this like in-between color. This name was created and now we all know it, but there was a time when the word magenta didn't exist and when someone had to have the capacity, the imagination, the creativity to see magenta and name it. So one of the things we began talking about was being able to see the things in our lives in the darkness that are not yet named. And so sometimes that means going deeper and looking at your past, at your traumas, at things that have happened that you don't want to look at, that you maybe avoid, and kind of shining a light on them, finding a way to understand them, make use of them in your life. But also sometimes that could mean looking into the darkness, which is the future, something that we don't know yet. Some of the work that both Temple and I have done, we've done our own collages, are kind of dreaming of the future. We talked about that this week with the digital collage I made. What does the future hold? When I create it intuitively using materials, then I kind of open the door, take another step into that thing. And so we're shedding a light on what the future could be every time we use art as a way to dream, as a way to reframe experiences, and then we keep kind of stepping toward that thing. And even in the sense when I created the piece last week of the mermaid in the water, the next day I went and got in the water. So these creations that kind of come from our subconscious often lead us to the next actual physical thing in our lives. That is the magic of art and the magic of art therapy. I haven't made my piece today yet, but I definitely think I'm going to use magenta as one of my colors. And the words that I'm thinking about are shadow, light, void, the in-between, unnamed, and undefined. I'm going to leave you with a quote for now, and then I'll come back and show you what I've created. We feed our intuition by listening and acting on it. So today, I encourage you to act on your intuition and create something. So I actually pulled a piece off the wall that I started a while ago that had magenta already in it. And then I tried to use those words like shadow and light to add to the piece. I was feeling this feeling of, I'm not going to finish this today. And it gave me a little bit of panic. And then I realized this is the in-between. The in-between is unfinished. And we don't always know where it's going to go. We just have to follow our gut with the present moment, do our best with today, and stop when it's time to stop. So today I'm going to show you an unfinished piece. Today I just added these like black gray, white, swirly lines, just to follow the marks that were already there. So in a way, I'm also mirroring this idea how Temple and I meet. We follow what's already there. See where it takes us. So this is unfinished. Maybe it's named. Maybe right now its name is Magenta. But we're in the in-between. We don't know exactly how it's going to turn out. You're welcome to share your own work, as always, on the Facebook group page, as well as tag, lift, hold, heal on Instagram.